Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Sunday session of Divine Femininity United. I am your girl, Dr. Bianca Miss B. Lee, and we are joined together once again to journey through our collective reading of Rhonda Byrne's book, The Power. It is the second one in the Secret series, and when I tell you it's been nothing short of phenomenal, it has been nothing short of phenomenal. Okay. But first and foremost, I don't ever do this, but I'm going to do it today because it is worthy of spreading the gospel. Okay. If you all know me, you all know that I have transitioned from eating meat over into, well, first I transitioned from meat eating to pescatarianism and then now vegetarianism. So not completely vegan because, there's this thing that I have with cheese. I thoroughly enjoy a good piece of cheese. However, I also bake, I have a baking business and things like that. So it requires butter and eggs and stuff like that. So I can't quite yet release all of the goodies that makes my baking goods, taste like grandmama made them. But there are things that I've completely transitioned from. And, right now I'm transitioning from certain junk foods, what we call junk foods and things like that. And I eat chips, potato chips. So I know you all may be familiar with Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is a wonderful store. I liken it to Whole Foods or whatever the case, but Trader Joe's has a lot of great finds. Okay. And one in particular that I came across is this is not sponsored by Trader Joe's. I would accept the sponsorship, but it's not sponsored. One of the things that I found there are their jerk styled plantain chips. First of all, I am a fan. I am a enormous fan of plantains. Love them. If you're a fan of a jerk styled food, okay, then I know, or even Caribbean food or Dominican Republic food, whatever the case, then you are familiar with plantains. Okay, I love plantains, but this is a different style. So these are jerk style plantain chips. So they are thinly sliced plantains. And they are baked and they have jerk style seasoning on them. And when I tell y'all, they are phenomenal. They are phenomenal. And you're going to forget, you hear me? You're going to forget about a regular chip. You're going to forget about them. I'm telling you now. I am telling you now. Hello, Manquetta. Hello. Manquetta knows about these chips. These chips were recommended by another content creator on YouTube. And when I tell you I got my hands on them because he talks about them so tough, when I tell you I got my hands on them, I got my hands on them. My Quetta says she loves the plain ones. And I've never tried the plain ones. I love a plantain regardless. Okay. Plantains are so delicious to me. But when I got my hands on the jerk style plantain chips, I put all other chips to the side. Okay. I put them all away. I'm just saying. I put them all away. And I have happily replaced my regular chips with the jerk style plantain chips. I'm not playing. You all go get them if they come in a red bag. The originals come, I believe, in a yellow bag. My Quetta can tell me, if I'm steering you wrong. But I think the originals come in a yellow bag, and I think, and the red ones, the jerk style plantain chips come in the red bag. Okay, so do yourself the favor, and get yourself some of these chips. They are amazing. My Quetta say yes. He talks about those chips faithfully as if he is the creator and founder. Okay, I'm telling you. But I tell you what, I do appreciate him. Okay, that's correct. The yellow bag, good. I do appreciate him for spreading that gospel. Okay, and there are also some other things that he did suggest, which I can concur on those too. There's some dried mango. Oh, so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, like I said, you all, I don't ever do this, but I have to spread that news, okay? Because they are so delicious. All right, back to our regular schedule program, you all. Back to our regular schedule program, okay? How are you all? How is everything? How's your week been going? How is the beginning of your new week going? I have a friend of mine who we're building a great dynamic, says super fantastic day. I hope your day was super fantastic. I absolutely love that. Okay, my quota says, I have 2 bags in the pantry, honey. Listen, those you all, they're only $1.99. So already that bag of plantains is cheaper than my regular chip bag. Okay, $1.99. It is the best $1.99 you could ever invest in. Okay, treat yourself. Okay, so like I said, a great, phenomenal person asked or says, have a super fantastic day. So I hope you all are having a super fantastic day, and I hope that your week was amazing for you, and I hope that you are setting yourself up for a phenomenal week to come. Okay, all wins, all hits, no misses, right? That's what we're going into. And what better way to go into that than to start by setting our minds, our hearts, our spirits on the right path, right? Again, we're reading through the book, The Power, written by, this is the second book of the Power of the Secret series, okay, by Rhonda Byrne. So the series started with The Secret, which is book 1, and it's the original. It's the great, that tells the great secret of life. And then book 2, the book that we're reading right now, it puts an even greater force at our fingertips, okay? And then from here, we're moving to the magic and then the hero and so forth and so on. So if you do not have those books, get the books. I have them available for you for only $5. They're ebook versions, so you can take them wherever you go, wherever your e-reader or even your device, your phone, wherever you are going, you can travel with them. It's only a seed of $5, and it's a seed literally because you're pouring into the organization that I have going, faithfully going every single week, okay? With that being said, as you all know, there are points of power that are listed at the end of every chapter, and it sums up, what we've learned in that chapter that we completed and finished reading, right? So the points of power for the last chapter, which is chapter 9, was called The Power and Relationships. I was very excited about reading that chapter. It was so good, and you're going to find out why, okay? Points of power for the power and relationships are as follows. With every single person you come into contact, you are either giving love or you're not. And based on what you give, that is what you receive. The next point, give love to others through kindness, encouragement, support, gratitude, or any good feeling. And it comes back to you multiplied in every area of your life. Next point, look for the things you love in a relationship more than you notice negative things, and it will appear as if something incredible has happened to the other person. Next point, trying to change another person, thinking you know what is best for another person, thinking you are right and another person is wrong, is not giving love. The next point, criticizing, blaming, complaining, nagging, or finding fault with another person is not giving love. Next point, you have to be happy to receive the happy versions of other people. That's a word right there. Even the Bible says that you have to show yourself friendly. To have friends, you got to show yourself friendly. All right. Next point, the force of love presents you with a whole array of what she called PETs, P-E-T, personal emotional trainers, disguised as everyday people, but they are all training you to choose love. Say, for instance, we come across people who are, they can be mean, they can be ugly, they can be, whatever they are, spreading negative energy, negative vibes, whatever the case. And then we have people that are sharing and spreading positive vibes and positive energy. Either way, you all, those people that are coming our way, understand this. Again, I have to go to the Bible. I always reference the Bible when it comes out because that's my core. That's my foundation. Okay. So, and that is my gateway that led me into the vastness of more training, more understanding of spirituality as a whole. Okay. But the passage inside of the Bible talks about we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, rulers of darkness in high places. Meaning your battle is not with that person. Okay. That person is not your issue. It's the energy that is fueling that person that has posed a threat or an issue to you and with you, right? That has triggered you. But here's the thing. With this particular statement here, the force of love presents you with a whole array of personal emotional trainers disguised as everyday people, but they are all training you to choose love. So even when those people show themselves to be ugly or have ugly behavior, your battle is still not with the people. Your battle, and your battle is, you don't even have a battle if you see that situation as an opportunity presented by the universe for you to choose love regardless. Okay. Regardless. Prime example. The other day, I had called someone regarding, because I was trying to get some information to them. Okay. And I was reaching out to them several times to try to get this information to them because they had asked, they showed interest in this information. Well, I'm in the middle, literally smack dab in the middle. I'm hosting an event on this coming Saturday. And I have been an event that requires me to cook everything from the beginning to the end, appetizers, desserts, the whole entree, size, the whole 9 yards, the beverages and everything. So I'm knee deep in baking and preparations for this big event. I've been planning it all year long. So when I mentioned this information to this person, I tried to let them know right then and there before it slipped my mind, because of course that's not at the forefront of my mind. My mind is focused on the planning and the preparation of my event. But of course, people, they want what they want when they want it. Okay. They're not going to be readily available, but to help you out, you know what I mean? They want you to be at their beckoning call when they need you to be when they say so. So it's not about meet me in the middle, right? It's not about that. It's not about, forget the fact that I'm even extending myself to give this information, because I don't have to do that. Okay. But I mentioned it and I offered it and I tried to give it when I had a moment to give it. But of course, they insisted on it going their way. Okay. So and I said, I can't do that. I have to focus on this and this and then the third, but I'm trying to reach out to verbally give it to you. They wanted me to stop what I was doing, text it over, email it over. And I don't have that time to do that. Not at that moment. Sure enough, I said, well, forget it. Afterwards, well, let me focus on this event. And then, afterwards, when I think about it, I'll just reach back out to you. I was done with it because, again, my focus is on something else. And furthermore, it wasn't even a detriment. It wasn't even an emergency. It wasn't even important at that time to where it had to be given right then and there. Right. But I wanted to give the information because it was right there at the forefront of my mind. And if I don't handle it right then and there, it's going to slip my mind. OK. They, though, were acting as if I needed right now. Okay. So, of course, their emergency became my emergency. Okay. Now, I'm working on setting boundaries, with me and people. I'm working on that because as a Libra, I'm Libra forward. 5 places in Libra. And one of our worst traits is people pleasing. Okay. So we will literally put our own focus on the back burner to please other people. Okay. And over the course of my life, that's been my downfall with other people. However, here recently, within the last, I would say about 3 to 5 years, that has changed because my boundaries and my ability to set boundaries and keep them has strengthened. Okay. So I set my boundaries and I said, I'm not going to, because once I said what I said, that I'll wait until after the event, I'll give you the information then. Right. As I'm back into the preparation, they send me a text and say, hey, send me the information. And I was like, did we not just discuss this? Okay. And I was immediately aggravated, you all. I'm not going to even lie to you. This just happened earlier this week. I was annoyed. I was aggravated. I was triggered and I wanted to pop. I did, because it's like, okay, so you're just going to ignore completely that I have a bunch of stuff that I'm doing. Mind you, this event it's a dinner party. I am the sole cooker, baker. I'm the sole person doing everything. So when I say that I'm busy, that's what I mean. But this person did not care. Okay, they did not care. They wanted the information that they wanted right now. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care how busy you are. I don't care. That right there triggered me to no end, because what it said to me was, okay, so it's about you. It's not about it. You don't care about what I have going on. You can't wait until I'm finished. You have to have it your way right now, right? That triggered me to know. I'm telling you, I was so annoyed. But I was annoyed to where I was grinding my teeth, y'all. I'm being transparent here. Can we talk? I'm telling my truth. I was upset because it was lack of consideration. It was selfishness. It was lack of consideration. It was just like, I don't care, pretty much. Dismissal. I heard what you said, but what I want matters more. That's exactly what it was. It bothered me so much because, once again, the information that I offered, mind you, they would never have known about this information had I not offered it to them in the first place. But I offered it when I had the time and the space to offer it. But they didn't care. They didn't want it when I was offering it. They wanted me to bend and give it when they wanted. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. It was very selfish and inconsiderate. Okay, very. Because again, I don't owe you this information, but the way that they were handling me as if I have to give it to them because they said so, right? That, oh my goodness, when I tell you that thing annoyed me, and I felt myself going back into old thinking as far as snapping, because if you all know me, if you all knew me, let me say that. Let me past tense that word, because I'm not that anymore. If you all knew me, then you know that people used to have to hold meetings with me in public places because I was less susceptible to turntables. I'm just saying. I am Chicago born and raised. Okay, raised by triggers. All right, raised by firecrackers, 808s. Right? TNTs. And 0 to 100 real quick. Drake knows nothing about it. Drake knows nothing about it. Okay. So those things, once I started to raise my maturity, right, and grow emotionally and mature in those areas and learn how to communicate, because that's all that was, a lack of communicate, lack of ability to communicate, right, healthily. Once I learned how to do that, then those ways of mine slowly but surely started to dissipate, right? But in that moment, I felt a brewing, right? In my chest, I felt it. Oh my goodness. And there was a tug of war happening in my system. It was a tug of war, and I felt it to the point where it drew me to tears. Mind you, we're still talking about a suggestion that I was going to give to somebody, and they're insisting, and it was well beyond, it was way beyond that. It's no longer about the suggestion anymore. It's about the triggering in me, right? It's about the triggering in me. Mind you, we're talking about personal emotional trainers disguised as everyday people. See, my battle was not with the person. My battle was with that area in me that still had yet to mature and accept or to grow in a space where it no longer triggered me. And that person was sent to help me to identify that one space that was still left untrained. That thing about, I'm telling you, oh my goodness, because in that moment, I was saying about a 10-minute time space, I was tug of warring between whether I snap, because mind you, I had every right to do so, right? Whether I snap or whether I actually just breathe, pause for a second, send the information. That way you don't have to answer this question ever again in life. Okay. And it's making me second guess suggesting anything else. Cause my God, you know what I mean? So I literally tug a ward for about 10 minutes. I'm talking about tears silently flowing because it wasn't because this person hurt me. No. Listen, y'all, growth is uncomfortable. When you are changing and you are determined to change who you once were and align and become who you know you are. Oh my goodness. Growth is uncomfortable. It's natural to go to those old unhealed habits. It's not that thing because over years we've developed and cultivated that unhealthy habit. But when the universe presents people and opportunities for you to choose love, sometimes, y'all, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Boy, that decision to choose love is going to be so difficult because you want to and even may have a right to snap off, pop off, let them folks know how you feel, how you don't appreciate, get the neck rolling, finger throwing, all of that. You may have a right to do so. But is it displaying love? Did you choose love? Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Every single circumstance is an opportunity for you to choose love. Y'all know what I did in that moment? I shook it off. I dried my face. I picked up that phone and I responded with the information. Not only did I respond with that information, I went even further and said, I just received mine today. When you order yours, they're going to send it in dry ice. They're going to send it in. It's going to be amazingly packaged. And so, it's going to come overnight. That I gave even more information about it. I gave that response everything I knew to give. And when I put that phone down, I felt better because I sat there and in gratitude to self, in gratitude to myself, y'all, I said, good job. I said, you did good. I said, very good. From now on, we are choosing love. We are choosing peace. We are choosing abundance. We are choosing happiness. We are choosing joy. Those, you have to make a dedicated decision, you all, to choose love every single time. That's the easiest route for us. We think it's easy for us to go our natural, normal, old behaviored ways. No, you're doing nothing but prolonging you remaining in that dead end space that you're in. The moment you take the opportunities that the universe is presenting to you and accept love, I promise you'll see the difference. You'll see the difference. And I was so proud of myself in that moment for not reverting back to those unhealed ways. I've done too much work, you all. I've healed far too much to revert back to my old self. And here's another thing. I've healed far too much to allow other people's unhealed selves to bring me back. Because that's exactly what it was. Okay, now what she deals with, that's on her. That's her journey for her to settle and handle within herself. But what I won't allow is other people's unhealed selves to bring me back to my unhealed self. No. You've worked too hard. I had to remind myself, you've worked too hard. You've come too far to return back to what you do. Remember this. This is what helps me. Remember everything that you felt going through your growth. And the question is, do you want to go through that again? The answer is no. N-O, capital. Okay. So there it is. Maintain your forward movement. Focus yourself at all times and do not be moved by people, places, or things, because all of those things are temporary. They are subject to change. Don't you ever allow other things outside of you to control how you are going to be, how you are going to respond, what you are going to do. That was my lesson to myself in that moment. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that I passed that with tears in my eyes. I passed it. I passed it. Now, again, growth is uncomfortable, but you got to choose it. You must choose it. Okay. So now I said all that to say, to go back to that point of power. The force of love presents you with a whole array of personal emotional trainers. Your battle is not with the people, okay? They are disguised as everyday people, but they are all training you to choose love. Every single thing that happens in life, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, it has been sent to you to work for your good, but you have to set your mind and set your heart and set your eyes to see love, period. Nothing more, nothing less. Choose love, okay? Moving forward, you can stick everything you love and want to you by looking for the things you love in other people and saying yes to those qualities with all of your heart. The next point, you can't talk about or hear negativity and have good feelings. It's impossible to do both at the same time. You can't be negative, talk negative, listen to negativity, and then feel good. No. Because the more you talk about, think about, feel about all of this stuff or hear about negativity, you're going to take on the energy of that negativity and is going to counter your good feelings. All right. Life is presenting every person and circumstance to you so you can choose what you love and what you don't love. When you react to anything, you are reacting with your feelings. And as you do, you are choosing it, period. You're choosing it. I had to gather that reaction. I could not allow myself to react in that same way I used to. I had to respond. And in order for me to respond, I had to calm myself. You can't be overly erratic or overly emotional and hear peace and hear instruction or hear calm at the same time. You can't do that. You have to calm yourself in order to be able to respond in a loving manner, okay? The next point, you can't change a negative situation with bad feelings. If you keep reacting negatively, your bad feelings will magnify and multiply the negativity. If I would have popped off, it would have done nothing but magnify that whole situation. It would have made that situation far worse than what it needed to be. Okay? Because at the end of the day, we're talking about food. We were talking about food, and I ordered some things that I'm using for my dinner party. And I was sharing that information, one of the items that I ordered. I'm sharing that information. And at the end of the day, that company don't know me, them, or the man on the moon. So if I would have popped off and reacted negatively, it would have magnified that whole situation far worse than what it would have been, what it should have been. And at the end of the day, who gains what? No one gains. We both lose. You understand what I'm saying? So it magnifies and it multiplies, and you don't want that, okay? Next point, if you're feeling fantastic, super fantastic, as my friend would say, the force of your magnetic field creates a shield that no negativity can penetrate. Let me say that again. If you're feeling super fantastic, the force of your magnetic field creates a shield that no negativity can penetrate. Even if it tries to come your way, it still can't penetrate the magnetic field of fantasticness that you have around you. Stay in that field of fantasticness, and nothing can penetrate that. The only way that it can is if you release your shield. Next point, changing the way you feel is easy compared to running around trying to change the circumstances of the outside world. Change your feelings and the outside circumstances will change. That is correct. That is correct. It's as within, so without. As within, so without. Change you and the outside world will seemingly change. And when I say seemingly, what I mean by that is you can't control the other person. I couldn't control the other person who was, being erratic and all of that stuff, inconsiderate. I couldn't control them. The only person that I could control was me. And when I controlled me, my perspective of the situation changed. So the outside didn't change per se. My perspective of it did. My view of it did. And when my view changed, right, it made me see the whole thing for what it was. You know what I mean? And not what my mind or that trigger was making me see it as. Okay. The last point is, the more you give love and feel good, the more magnetic your field becomes, and the more it expands, drawing everything and everyone that you love to you. Okay. Last week, like I said, was amazing. And I kid you not, after we finished the reading on Tuesday, immediately the test came, okay? to see if I was really about that life, okay? Immediately the test came, okay? So here we go. We are going into chapter 10, okay? We're going into chapter 10. This is called the power and health. We're getting into the health matter here. All right. Hippocrates, the father of Western medicine, stated, natural forces within us are the true healers of disease. Natural forces within us are the true healers of disease. What does it mean to be healthy? You may think that being healthy means that you are not sick. But being healthy is far more than that. If you feel okay or average or nothing much at all, you are not healthy. Being healthy is feeling the same way as little children feel. Little children are bursting with energy every day. Their bodies feel light and flexible. Moving is effortless. They're light on their feet. Their minds are clear. They're happy and free of worry and stress. They sleep deeply and peacefully every night, and they wake up feeling completely refreshed, as if with a brand new body. They feel passionate and excited about every new day. Look at little children, and you will see what being healthy really means. It is the way you used to feel, and it is the way you should still feel. You can feel this way most of the time because unlimited health is available to you unceasingly through the force of love. There is never a second that anything is withheld from you. Whatever you want is yours, and that includes unlimited health. But you have to open the door to receive it. Next section, what do you believe? King Solomon, biblical king of Israel, in Proverbs 23:7 stated, "For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he." These are among the greatest words of wisdom ever given. But what do they mean? For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. What you think in your heart is what you believe to be true. Beliefs are simply repeated thoughts with strong feelings attached to them, like, I catch colds easily. I have a sensitive stomach. I find it hard to lose weight. I'm allergic to that. Coffee keeps me awake. All these are beliefs, not facts. A belief is when you have made up your mind. The verdict is in. You've nailed the door shut and thrown away the key, and there is no room for negotiation. But whatever you believe and feel is true will be true for you. Whether your beliefs help you or harm you, whatever beliefs you give out, the law of attraction says you must receive back. Many people have more fearful beliefs about disease than they have good beliefs about health. It's not surprising because of the attention that it's given to disease in the world, and you are surrounded by that every day. In spite of all the advances in medicine, disease is increasing because people have become increasingly fearful of disease. Do you have more good feelings about health than you have negative feelings about disease? Do you believe in lifelong health more than you believe in the inevitability of disease? If you believe that your body will deteriorate at age and that disease is inevitable, you are giving out that belief, and the law of attraction must return it to you, clothed as the circumstances and state of your health and body. Job 3:25 states, "For the thing that I fear comes upon me, and what I dread befalls me." Listen, the placebo effect in medicine is proof of the power of belief. That is so true. Oh my goodness, that is so true. One group of patients is giving real pills or treatment, and another group is given the placebo, which is a sugar pill or fake treatment. But neither is told which one is a cure for their symptoms or illness. Yet, the group that gets the placebo often experiences significant improvements and the reduction or disappearance of symptoms. The startling results of the placebo effect regularly demonstrate the power of beliefs on our bodies. What you continually give to your body with your beliefs or strong feelings, you must receive in your body. Every feeling you have saturates every cell and organ in your entire body. When you have good feelings, you are giving love, and you receive the full force of health through your body at an astounding rate. When you have bad feelings, the tension causes your nerves and cells to contract. The vital chemical production in your body changes, your blood vessels contract, and your breathing becomes shallow, all of which reduces the forces of health in your organs and your entire body. Disease is simply the result of a body's not being at ease over a long period of time because of negative feelings like stress, worry, and fear. Thomas Tuchel, a sports psychologist and author, stated, "Your emotions affect every cell in your body. Mind and body, mental and physical, are intertwined." The next section, the world inside your body. There's an entire world inside you. To realize the power you have over your body, you need to know about this world because all of it is under your command. All the cells in your body have a role to play, and they work together for the sole purpose of giving you life. Some cells are the leaders of particular regions or organs, and they manage and direct all the working cells in their region, like your heart, brain, liver, kidneys, and lungs. The leader cell of an organ directs and manages all the other cells working in that organ, ensuring order and harmony so the organ works perfectly. Patrol cells travel throughout the 60,000 miles of blood vessels in your body to maintain order and peace. When there is a disturbance, such as a scratch to the skin, the patrol cells immediately signal the alert, and the appropriate repair team rushes to the area. For a scratch, the first on the scene is the blood clotting team, and they work to arrest the blood flow. After their work is done, the tissue and skin teams move in to do the repair work to that area, mending the tissue and sealing the skin. Isn't that wonderful, y'all? We are brilliantly crafted and made. Oh, my goodness. If an intruder enters your body, like a bacterial infection or virus, the memory cells immediately take an imprint, a snapshot of the intruder. The imprint is checked against their records to see if there is a match with previous intruders. If they find a match, the memory cells immediately notify the relevant attack team to destroy the intruder. If there is no match, the memory cells open up a new file on the intruder, and all the attack teams are summoned to move in and destroy the intruder. Whichever attack team is successful in destroying the intruder is then recorded by the memory cells in their files. If the intruder returns, the memory cells will know who they are dealing with and exactly how to deal with them. If for any reason a cell of your body begins to change its behavior and cease to work for the good of the body, the patrol cells signal the rescue team to rush in to repair that cell. If a cell needs a particular chemical to be repaired, it is found inside your natural pharmacy. You have a complete pharmacy operating inside you that can produce every healing chemical that a pharmaceutical company can produce. That is so correct. All cells must work as a team 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for their entire life. Their sole purpose is to maintain the life and health in your body. You have around 100 trillion cells in your body. That's 100 trillion cells who are working nonstop to give you life. All 100 trillion cells are under your command, and you are commanding them and instructing them with your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Wow. Whatever you believe about your body, your cells believe too. They don't question anything that you think, feel, or believe. In fact, they hear every thought, feeling, and belief you have. If you think or say, I always get jet lag when I travel, your cells receive jet lag as a command, and they must carry out your instructions. Think and feel that you have a weight problem, and your cells receive the order of a weight problem. They must follow your instructions and keep your body in an overweight condition. Be afraid you might catch an illness, and your cells receive the message of the illness, and they immediately get busy creating the symptoms of the illness. Your cells responding to your every command is simply the law of attraction working inside your body. What's crazy is, and this is Miss B's interjection here, what's crazy is the very same way that our inner universe operates is the very same way that the outer universe operates, you all. Like, we literally are of the same system. We're made of the same system. We are that system. That is wild. I hope y'all are hearing this. Seriously. Okay. Robert Collier, a New Thought author, stated, face towards the perfect image of every organ, and the shadows of disease will never touch you. Face towards the perfect image of every organ, and the shadows of disease will never touch you. Meaning, keep your mind focused on health and wholeness of all of your organs, all of your beings. And when you focus your mind on health and wholeness and completion, then the shadows of disease or dis-ease or discomfort will never touch you. It's not allowed there. What do you want? What would you love? Because that is what you must give to your body. Your cells are your most loyal subjects who serve you without question. And so whatever you think, whatever you feel becomes the law of your body. If you want to feel as good as you did when you were a child, then give your cells those commands. I feel amazing today. I have so much energy. I have perfect eyesight. I can eat whatever I want and maintain my ideal weight. I sleep like a baby every night. You are the ruler of a kingdom, and whatever you think and feel becomes the law of your kingdom, the law within your body. That's good. Oh, that's good, y'all. The next point, the power of your heart. David Bohm, a quantum physicist, stated, in some sense, man is a microcosm of the universe. Therefore, what man is a clue to the universe. I just stated that. What man is a clue to the universe. Yes, David, love it. The inside of your body is an exact map of our solar system and the universe. Listen, I love confirmation. I swear I do. The inside of your body is an exact map of our solar system and the universe. Y'all listen to this now. Your heart is the sun and the center of your body system. Your organs are the planets. And just as the planets depend on the sun to remain in balance and harmony, so do all the organs in your body depend on your heart to remain in balance and harmony. Scientists at the Institute of Heart Math in California have shown that feeling love, gratitude, and appreciation in your heart boosts your immune system, increases vital chemical production, increases physical vitality and vigor, reduces stress hormone levels, high blood pressure, anxiety, guilt, and burnout, and improves glucose regulation in diabetics. Feelings of love also create a higher degree of harmony in the rhythm of your heart. Heart math has shown that the magnetic field of the heart is 5,000 times more powerful than the magnetic field of the brain and reaches out several feet from our body. Wow. Other scientists are revolutionizing our understanding of the effect of love on our health through experiments with water. What does water have to do with health? Ooh, listen. Oh, my goodness, I feel good in my body, y'all. Because I know exactly where they're going. My word, be like water. Oh, my goodness. Come on, let's do it. Okay. What does water have to do with health? Your body is made up of 70% water. The inside of your head is 80% water. Researchers in Japan, Russia, Europe, and the United States have discovered that when water is exposed to positive words and feelings such as love and gratitude, the energy level of the water not only increases, but the structure of the water changes, making it perfectly harmonious. The water, the higher the positive feeling, the more beautiful and harmonious the water becomes. When water is exposed to negative emotions such as hate, the energy level of the water decreases and chaotic changes occur, negatively affecting the structure of the water. That is so true. Ooh, that is so true. This is the reason why when I go to drink my first glass of water, my first jar of water in the morning, I always speak inside the water. I speak to the water. Thank you for washing. Thank you for cleansing. Thank you for nourishing. Thank you for bringing refreshment to my being, to my organs. Thank you for, you understand what I'm saying? When I'm standing up under the water in the shower, thank you for cleansing. Thank you for nourishing. Thank you for refreshing. Thank you. Listen, you better speak to that water. Do you hear me? Because when you speak to the water, you're speaking to self. Oh my goodness, y'all. Listen, it's much deep. I need y'all to go with me. I need y'all to go with me. Okay, don't let me go out here by myself. I need y'all to go with me here. Follow this understanding, because when you get to know the understanding, you learn more of who you are, how you are, what you are, and then you know how to operate and how to get the best of yourself in this life. You know what I mean? And you create your heaven on earth. That's how you get to heaven, by knowing who you are, operating your systems the way that you are designed to operate. That's exactly how you bring heaven to your life on this earth. Okay. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, I feel good about this thing here. Okay. If human emotions can change the structure of water, can you imagine what your feelings are doing to the health of your body? Your cells are made of mostly water. The center of every cell is water, and each cell is completely surrounded by a layer of water. Can you imagine the impact of love and gratitude on your body? Can you imagine the power of love and gratitude to restore health? When you feel love, your love affects the water of the 100 trillion cells in your body. When you feel love, your love affects the water of the 100 trillion cells in your body. This is why it's imperative to choose love, feel love, see love, say love. You understand? Be love, exude love, think love. This is why. Man, oof, my goodness. When I can explain it. I'm trying to explain it, but I can't. My body feels so good right now. I mean, I got the chills all over. My word. Next section, how to use the power of love for perfect health. Willa Cather, Pulitzer Prize winning novelist, stated, "Where there is the greatest love, there are always miracles." Where there is the greatest love, there are always miracles. Okay? To receive the health you want and love, you must give love. In the face of any sickness, give good feelings about health, because only love brings perfect health. You cannot give bad feelings about sickness and receive health. If you hate or fear a disease, you will be giving out bad feelings. And disease can never go away through bad feelings. When you give thoughts and feelings of what you want, your cells receive the full force of health. When you give negative thoughts and feelings of what you don't want, the force of health to your cells reduce. It doesn't matter if you feel bad about a subject that has nothing to do with your health. When you feel bad, you reduce the force of health to your body. But when you feel love for anything, for a sunny day, a new house, a friend, a promotion, your body receives the full force of health. Gratitude is the great multiplier. So say thank you for your health every single day, every single day. All the money in the world cannot buy health because it is a gift from life. And so more than anything else, be grateful for your health. It's the best health insurance you can ever take because gratitude is the assurance of health. Be grateful for your body instead of finding fault with it. Every time you have a thought of something you don't like about your body, remember that the water inside your body is receiving your feelings. Instead, say thank you with all of your heart for what you do like about your body and ignore the things you don't like. Saint Teresa of Avila, a nun, a mystic, and a writer, stated, "Love draws forth love. Love draws forth love." Before you eat food or drink water, look at what you're about to eat and drink and feel love and gratitude. Make sure your conversations are positive when you are sitting down to a meal. Okay, now let me say that again. Make sure your conversations are positive when you are sitting down to a meal. Okay, I just wanted to pause there for a second. So don't sit there and across the table or eating your meal and you're talking bad about folks and you're nagging and complaining and gossiping about people and you're fussing and arguing and all of that, because what you're doing, you're ingesting that energy, okay? Blessing food gives love and gratitude for food. As you bless food, you change the structure of the water in the food and its effect on your body. Blessing water with love and gratitude does the same thing. Your positive feelings of love can change the structure of water in everything. So use that power. You can give love and gratitude and use their power while receiving any medical treatment. If you can imagine being well, you can feel being well. And if you can feel it, you can receive it. To see your health improve, all you have to do is give love more than 50% of the time. Just 51% is the tipping point from sickness to health. When having your eyesight checked or blood pressure checked, or if you're having a general checkup, receiving results from tests, or anything concerning your health, it is very important that you are feeling good during it and while receiving the results in order to receive a good outcome. By the law of attraction, the outcome of the checkup or test must match the frequency you're on. So to bring the good outcome you want, you must be on the frequency to receive it. Life does not happen the other way around. The outcome of every situation in your life will always match your frequency because that is the law of attraction. To get yourself onto a good feeling frequency about a test, imagine the outcome you want and feel that you already have received that outcome. Every positive outcome can happen, but you must be on a good feeling frequency to receive good outcomes. Prentice Mulford, a New Thought author, stated, "Possibilities and miracles mean the same thing." I know that's right. Possibilities and miracles mean the same thing. Imagine and feel having the health you want in your body. If you want to restore your eyesight, give love for perfect vision and imagine having it. Give love for perfect hearing and imagine having it. Give love for the perfect weight, perfect body, perfect health of an organ and imagine having it. And be utterly grateful for everything you do have. Your body will change into whatever you want, but it can only do it through feelings of love and gratitude. When a young, fit woman was told she had a rare heart disease, her life crumbled around her. She suddenly felt weak and fragile. Her future, a normal, healthy life, had disappeared with the prognosis. She was terrified of leaving her two young daughters motherless. But this woman decided she was going to do everything she could to heal her heart. She refused to entertain any negative thoughts about her heart. She placed her right hand on her heart every day and imagined her strong, healthy heart. Every morning when she woke, she gave the deepest thanks for her strength. Healthy heart. She imagined the cardiologist telling her that she was cured. She did these things every day for 4 months. And when her cardiologist checked her heart 4 months later, they were dumbfounded. They checked and rechecked the old test against the new test because the new test showed that the woman's heart was perfectly strong and healthy. This woman lived according to love's law of attraction. She did not own the prognosis of the diseased heart in her mind, but she gave love for a healthy heart, and she owned a healthy heart instead. If you are facing any kind of illness, do your best not to own it with your thoughts and your words. Don't hate on illness either, because that is giving negativity to it. Instead, give love to health. Own health and make it yours. Prentice Mulford, the New Thought author, stated, keep your mind as much as you can from dwelling on your ailment. Think of strength and power, and you will draw it to you. Think of health, and you get it. Every moment you feel love for your health, the force of love is eliminating any negativity in your body. If you find it difficult to feel good about your health, all that matters is that you feel love for anything. So surround yourself with everything you love and use those things to feel as good as you can. Use everything you can in the outside world so that you can feel love. Watch movies that make you laugh and feel good, not movies that make you feel tense or sad. Listen to music that makes you feel good. Get people to tell you jokes that make you laugh, or have them tell you funny stories about their most embarrassing moments. You know the things you love. You know your favorite things. You know what makes you happy, so draw on them all and feel as good as you can. Use the creation process. Use the keys to power. Remember, it only takes giving love and good feelings in a minimum of 51% of the time to reach the tipping point and change everything. If you want to help somebody who is ill, you can use the creation process and imagine and feel full health being restored to them. Although you cannot override what another person is giving to the law of attraction, your power can help them rise to a frequency where they can receive health. That's right. If you're around someone and they're always the victim, or they're talking negatively about their health and all of those things, you, with a higher vibrating frequency, can speak positivity, health, love, bring a different perspective to them, and it can then change their frequency. It can elevate them to start saying the same. You know what I mean? Of course, you can't control anybody, but you can definitely change the atmosphere for real. You can alter the frequency. The next section, beauty comes from love. Beauty comes from love. St. Augustine of Hippo, theologian and a bishop, stated, as love grows in you, beauty grows too, for love is the beauty of the soul. All beauty comes from the force of love. Unlimited beauty is available to you through love. But the problem is that most people find fault and criticize their body more than they appreciate it. Looking at your faults and being unhappy about anything about your body does not bring beauty to you. All it brings is more faults and more unhappiness. The beauty business is enormous, yet unlimited beauty is being poured down to you in every second. But you have to give love to receive it. The happier you are, the more beautiful you will be. Lines will fade, skin will tighten and begin to glow. Hair will become thicker and stronger, eyes will begin to sparkle, and their color will intensify. And more than anything else, you will see the proof that beauty comes from love when people are drawn to you wherever you go. I know this area all too well. I'm talking about 25 years in the beauty industry. Okay. Man, oh man, that's exactly partly why I had to step away, because we were pouring too much energy into external beauty when I'm sitting with the women, with the clients, and as I'm doing and performing the services for them, their hearts are broken. They're sad, they're lonely, they feeling defeated, and all of these things. And I'm like, wait, why are we pouring so much energy on the external to appear to be okay, when we need to work on what's really happening so that we can actually be okay? That's actually what led me into going into the field of psychology in the first place. Because while someone is sitting in your chair, you already know either you have been someone who renders services to someone in the barber or beauty industry, or you've been someone sitting in the chair being serviced by a technician or professional, beauty professional, barber professional, whatever. And you know how the exchanges go. You know what I'm saying? We were not just stylists. No. We were therapists. We were Planned Parenthood. We were marriage counselors, all of that. We were all of that, tutors and everything, while we were servicing our clients. But what I didn't want to do was give from a space of where I was. I wanted to give sound wisdom, right? Sound wisdom. And if I didn't alter what was inside of me and expand myself to in more knowledge and understanding of, all things spiritual, mental, emotional, sexual and financial and business wise, or whatever the case, then I wouldn't have any more to share other than what I had in me, right? And what I had in me needed to be altered too. Hello. So that's what I needed to do. So it put a demand on me to go further, so that when anyone else were to come to me to seek wisdom and advice and things like that, I would have something to say, something viable to say, something, valuable, something that they can take and apply right away. And it will be helpful and beneficial to them. Okay. That's exactly why I changed the field that I changed, that I went into, the field that I went into. Not to mention it was already on my path in my journey and purpose. Okay, here we go. The next section. You really are as old as you feel. That's so true. You really are as old as you feel. Here we go. Ancient texts say that people once lived for hundreds and hundreds of years. Some live for 800 years. Some live for 500 or 600 years. But longevity was commonplace. So what happened? People changed what they believed. Instead of believing in living for hundreds and hundreds of years, people changed their beliefs over generations, and they came to believe in a reduced life expectancy. You have inherited those beliefs of a reduced life expectancy. From the time we are born, the belief of how long we can live has been sewn into the fabric of our minds and hearts. And from there, we literally program our bodies from an early age to live for a certain amount of time. And our bodies age according to how we program them. That is so true. Richard Feynman, a Nobel Prize winning quantum physicist, stated, "There is nothing in biology yet found that indicates the inevitability of death. This suggests to me that it is not at all inevitable, and that it is also a matter of time before biologists discover what it is that is causing us the trouble. If you possibly can, don't put a ceiling on how long you can live. All it will take is one person to break the limits of life expectancy, and that person will change the course of life expectancy for all humanity. One person after another will follow, because when one person lives far beyond the current life expectancy, other people will believe and feel they can do it too, and they will. When you believe and feel that aging and deterioration are inevitable, then they will happen. Your cells, your organs, and your body receive your beliefs and feelings. Feel young and stop feeling your age. Feeling your age is just a belief you've been given and a program you've given to your body. You can change the command you're given whenever you want by changing what you believe. How do you change your beliefs? By giving love. Negative beliefs, such as beliefs of limitation, aging, or disease, do not come from love. When you give love, when you feel good, love melts away any negativity, including negative beliefs that harm you. Josiah Gilbert Holland, an author, stated, "The love that gushes from all is the real elixir of life, the fountain of bodily longevity. It is the lack of this that always produces the feeling of age." Come on here. That term, black don't crack. You know why? I'm going to tell you something. I've stated this before. One thing about our, if you are, a part of an indigenous background or African American or Black American, whatever the case, whatever it is, where melanin is involved, okay? Our people, I know my story. I know my family's lineage, right? I've done the research myself, my aunt, my cousin. We've done the research and traced back our elders, ancestors, and things like that. Back beyond the 18s, I think back to about 1600. And of course, our most recent, I think my elder as recent as my grandmother, were found to be quote unquote sharecroppers. Of course, they had to change the terminology after so long. They couldn't say property or slave. They had to be known as sharecroppers, and the masters or the enslavers were then known as farmers. Okay. So know the terminology. If you've done your homework on your family, your bloodline, which I advise everybody do, because there's a reason why you were born in that bloodline. So find out why. I learned that, slavery was as recent as my grandmother, my mother's mother, right? For our people, to have endured the tragedy, okay, that we have endured, and still, to some degree, still enduring it, right? For some reason, we always seem to find a song to sing, positivity, a hug to give, a smile, a kiss to give, holding of the hand, a prayer to pray, some form of positive word, encouragement. We show our love by way of our food that we cook. We're singing over the pots. I know I do, thinking about different herbs. And as we're thinking about the people that are going to eat our feast, we're pouring in that love and that energy. We seem to find love no matter what. No matter what. And don't get me wrong, I know every race has endured some form of, some form of heartbreak, tragedy, pain, even right now with what's going on, in the war over in Israel, that whole thing. I don't even, but for us to endure through all of that, I'm talking about ages and decades and centuries of pain and suffering. Even with my grandparents and elders and great grandparents, while they were in the field, they were known. That's where the Negro spirituals came from. They found a song to keep their focus. They found a center to draw from. So no matter what their outward circumstances were, they seemed to find that center where love dwelled, where peace dwelled, and it made them able to endure a little while longer. And I sing gratitude to my elders all the time, especially my grandmother, because my grandmother, who was in the field with her brother and her father when she was in third grade. She didn't even go beyond sixth grade. Her father didn't go beyond third grade, because they were in the field. But my grandmother, she had several marriages, from a young girl, of course, because that was the time, the zeitgeist of that time, in southern Mississippi. She had her children and things like that. But I tell you what, my grandmother still seemed to find hope and endurance. She was able to get out of that, and she was able to, give her children, pass her children off to what, my great grandmother. And then until she traveled to Chicago, found a job, found a home, and then came back for her children. And in Chicago is where they were born and where they were raised. Thus is where I was raised. I was born. If not for my grandmother's push, and if not for her love for her children, for herself, for her children, and for us, whom she didn't even know, we weren't even a thought then, not to probably our parents, but we were a thought for my grandmother, because in her mind, she says, no, I deserve better. My children deserve better. And any children after that comes from this family deserves better. I need to get them out of this. And love is what pushed her to make the decisions that she did. To this day, I give my grandmother gratitude. I give her love, big love. She's an ancestor now. She's been an ancestor since 97. But I tell you what, because of her, we've been afforded the opportunities that we have. So through it all, we seem to know how to find that center where love dwells. Through it all. So that's what I mean when, especially in this book too, where they talk about when the universe presents opportunities, there's always opportunities, people, events, places that present opportunities for you to choose love regardless. Love regardless. My word. Okay, the next section, love is truth. Love is truth. When you were a little child, you were flexible and fluid because you had not formed or accepted as many negative beliefs about life. As you got older, you took on more feelings of limitation and negativity, which caused you to become more set in your ways and less flexible. This is not an amazing life. This is a limited life. The more you love, the more the force of love will melt away negativity in your body and in your mind. And you can feel love melting away everything negative when you're happy, grateful, and joyful. You can feel it. You feel light. You feel invincible. And you feel on top of the world. As you give more and more love, you will notice changes start to happen to your body. Okay? Food will taste better. Colors will get brighter. Sounds will become clearer. Moles or little marks on your body will begin to fade and disappear. Your body will begin to feel more flexible. Stiffness and little creaks will begin to vanish. When you give love and experience the miracles in your body, you will be left in no doubt that love is the source of health. That's beautiful. And listen, what they just stated here, food will taste better. There's a reason why. When I'm in the kitchen, I call it my kitchen healing laboratory. That's what I call my kitchen, okay? I got that from Sacred Woman by Queen Afua, okay? Kitchen healing laboratory, because in there, I'm always constantly, when I'm making orders for people, I energetically tap into their energy and see what it is that they need, right? Spiritually. And I inject inside of their order what it is that they need spiritually. I'm a healer, okay? I heal by any means necessary, all right? And so with the gift that I have, that's what I do. So when I'm in that kitchen, which I prefer to cook overnight, I prefer to do anything spiritually overnight because the world is quiet around me and I'm not interrupted, right? I can focus myself. When I'm in the kitchen, I have meditative music going. I am quiet. I'm listening. I'm tapping into and I'm listening. Okay. Because I need to know that what I'm about to present to these people is not just a tasty treat. No. Far more than that. Far more than that. When they consume, they are not just consuming something wonderful, a nice dessert. No, they are consuming the peace that they need. They are consuming the love that they're in search for. They're consuming that nice rest that they are in need of. They're consuming clarity of the mind, clarity of the heart. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they're consuming. If by chance someone calls or somebody comes by and they're bringing negative energy or whatever while I'm in the kitchen, I leave the kitchen. I turn off all burners. I leave the kitchen until that matter is resolved. And then I cleanse myself. I clear myself of any of that energy. And then I return back to the kitchen. You will never find me in the kitchen healing laboratory battling with somebody about a matter. Ever. Ever. Because I believe in energy, about it, the food, the water, all of those things. It takes on the energetic power that you're giving it and that it's the environment that it's in. Right? And if I do what I love to do, the way that I love to do it and when I'm gifted in doing it, I am very cognizant of that right there. You will never find me fussing or dealing with negative matters, whatever. Not over food. You won't. Not at all. Not over mine, and definitely not over anybody else's. I have a duty to uphold, and I'm a healer. I bring healing in everything that I do, no matter what. Okay? So remember that when you're cooking and when you're in your place where anything that you're about to ingest and you're touching it with your hand and you're around it and you're infusing it with your energy, be mindful of that. Be mindful of that. Okay? That's why soul food tastes as good as it does. Okay? Because it's coming from the soul. All right? That's why soul food is what it is. Because there is nothing but love infused inside of soul food. For sure. Okay? Alrighty. The next section. Love is behind every miracle. All miracles are the force of love at work. Miracles are created by turning away from negativity and focusing on only love. If you have been a pessimist all your life, it is never too late. A pessimist is exactly how one man described himself. When this man received the surprise news from his wife that they were expecting their third child, his every thought was of how negative the impact of a third child would be in their lives. But what he didn't realize was exactly how those negative thoughts and feelings would play out for him. At just over the halfway point of his wife's pregnancy, she had to be rushed to the hospital and an emergency C-section had to be performed to deliver their baby. 3 separate specialists said that at 23 weeks gestation, the baby had a 0% chance of survival. The man was brought to his knees. He had never expected to lose a child. After the C-section, the father was taken to the side of the room to see his son, the smallest baby he had ever seen. His son was born 10 inches in length and weighed only 12 ounces. The medical staff tried to inflate the baby's lungs with a ventilator, but his heart rate was decreasing. The specialist said there was nothing they would be able to do. The father screamed out in his mind, "Please." At that exact moment, the ventilator inflated his son's lungs and his heart rate began to climb. Days passed. All the physicians in the hospital kept saying that the baby would not make it. But this man, who had been a pessimist all of his life, began to imagine what he wanted. Every night when he went to bed, he imagined the light of love shining on his son. When he woke up in the morning, he would give thanks to God that his son had survived through the night. Each day, his son made progress, and he overcame every obstacle that was thrown at him. After 4 grueling months in intensive care, he and his wife were able to take their baby, who had been given a 0% chance of survival, home. Love is behind every miracle. That is beautiful. Okay, that is the end of this chapter. Here are the points of power to take away. These are the points, you all, that we are to meditate on. Meditate on these points. Really, really, really plant these in the soil of your heart, okay? So that we can keep these, and kind of let them float in us and embed themselves in us and become us, right? So they can fuel our emotions, our thoughts, our words, our behaviors, and all of that. Okay, so here we go. Points of power for the chapter: the power and health. Point number 1: what you continually give to your body with your beliefs are strong feelings you receive in your body. Every feeling you have saturates every cell and organ in your entire body. The next point: you are the ruler of a kingdom, and your cells are your most loyal subjects who serve you without question. So whatever you think and feel becomes the law of your kingdom, the law within your body. The next section: when you give negative thoughts and feelings of what you don't want, the force of health to your cells reduces. When you feel love for anything, for a sunny day, a new house, a friend, or promotion, your body receives the full force of health. Next point: gratitude is the great multiplier. So say thank you for your health every single day. The next point: say thank you with all of your heart for what you do like about your body and ignore the things you don't like. Next point: to see your health improve, give love to health more than 51% of time. Just 51% is the tipping point from sickness to health. The next point: if you are facing illness, do your best not to own it with your thoughts and words. Instead, give love to health, own health, and make it yours. The next point: give love for the perfect weight, perfect body, perfect health of organ, and imagine having it, and be utterly grateful for everything you do have. The next point: if you believe that your body will deteriorate with age, you are giving out that belief, and the law of attraction must return those circumstances to you. Next point: feel young and stop feeling your age. And the last point: your body will change into whatever you want through your feelings of love and gratitude. Okay? That is the end of this chapter. Now, next chapter, which is Tuesday, you all, Tuesday. Next chapter is entitled The Power and You. The Power and You. Okay? I believe this might be the last chapter of the book, but we'll see. I think it is. The Power and You. All right? This is it. I'm excited about this. This book has been amazing. Again, if you all do not have the book, then I don't know what you're waiting on. Because you can absolutely have the book. Okay, if you don't have the book, then email me. You all email me to this email address that's on the screen. Now, you all, hello, Hope. Welcome to the Clubhouse. If you all are, if you're inside of Clubhouse, if you're going to listen to the replay on the back end, then be sure to tap the website above my head, or you can back channel me on Clubhouse, and I will give you, you can send me your email address and I can send over the book to you. Okay. For those who are watching via Facebook or YouTube, the email address is on the screen for you to be able to send your request. Or you can, if you're on Facebook, you can send me an inbox and I can send over the book to you. It's only a $5 seed, to have the ebook PDF copies for yourself. One-time seed, and it definitely is a seed. It goes towards me moving forward with this platform, this segment, because as you can see, I go live simultaneously. It may be free on the site, but the program for me to do what I do is not free. Okay, it's a monthly fee, so your seed definitely goes towards the continuation of what it is that I do here on a regular basis. Okay, we meet twice a week here, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, alrighty. So the next thing, you all visit the website. Not only do we go through these processes and reading and discussing the book or whatever the case, but we also have multiple services at your disposal for you to be able to take advantage of. Okay, go to the website. Check out what I do offer. I am a licensed cognitive behavioral therapist. I am a 5-time certified coach. I do coach on different areas, different avenues, different perspectives, and whatnot. I coach from and conduct therapy from a humanistic standpoint, a holistic standpoint. Okay, so I cover mind, body, emotion, spirit, all of the elements of you. I focus on a total elevation. Okay, total healing. All right. So you can utilize those services, or you can get other things such as birth natal chart readings. I do progressive chart readings, all of that. Chakra healing, balancing, clearing, opening, all of those things, activating, whatnot, all of that. So go to my website, take advantage of the opportunity, the services and things like that. I also have merchandise. I believe in my coined and trademark term, which is in purpose, on purpose, 100% of the time. I believe in that. And I'm not one to push any narrative that I don't stand on and don't believe in. So you won't find me in a lot of the Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Prada. Nothing against those designers, but they don't speak of the message that is me, right? I wear who I am. I promote what I am, right? And so with that being said, I created the purpose gear, purpose wear by Miss B. It's not only on my website, which you can get it much faster than you would anywhere else, but it's also at walmart.com. So you'll be able to get it at any location, any place that you want to, but if you want it faster and probably a little less expensive, then you can get it directly through my website. A couple of customers just learned that the other day, okay, because they ordered through Walmart and they were like, listen, Walmart is taking forever. But then when I ordered it, it got there, boom, 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 okay, because, I am the magnifier, okay? I'm the one that's going to get it done expeditiously, in my Joe Clark voice. Okay. Alrighty. So you all go to the website and check out everything that I have to offer. And you can pour into the missions, the nonprofits, the things that we have going on. We have a mission right now happening where we're giving away toiletry bags and hot meals to the homeless on November 22nd. So boxes are already, I'm getting, but listen, I feel like I work at Amazon production, product fulfillment. Okay. Because there's several boxes that come on a daily basis. And I'm so thoroughly appreciative because you all are pouring into the mission and you're helping us to get all of these things taken care of. We're putting together a minimum of 250 bags, toiletry bags. They're the drawstring backpacks that we're filling with hand warmers, socks, soaps, towels, first aid kits and lip balms and ointments and, all types of stuff, toothpaste, toothbrush, mouthwash, hand sanitizers, wipes, all of that. So we're putting everything inside of their bag, combs, brushes, everything, you all, inside of their bags that they will need in order to maintain their health and hygiene, okay? Until their situation grows better, all right? So we're doing our part as a society, as a race, as a people, as fellow spirits here on this planet, helping our other selves, right? Because if I am you, you are me. And those people outside of us, they are our other selves. So we're pouring our heart out to our other selves, okay? Because at any given moment, thankfully, we're not in those situations, but it could be us, okay? So I would want somebody to turn their love towards me as well, okay? So do that. Help us help everybody else, and join with us in the mission. Now, if you require a receipt for your donation, then you feel free to do so. We are 501c3. So if you pour into our mission and you sow a seed, we can absolutely, by your request, send your receipt. That way you can include it in your 2023 tax filings, okay? And gain the credit for it, all right? Now, follow me on social media, you all. Follow me on Instagram at Dr. Bianca Miss B. Lee. Follow me on Facebook, same thing, Dr. Bianca Miss B. Lee, and YouTube, Dr. Bianca Miss B. Lee. All right. Again, like I talked about, joining the mission to support. We have support groups, several for mothers who lost their children, for women who desire to have children but are not able to biologically, and naturally carry a child. We have foster care programs, mental health programs. We have adult preparedness for adolescents. We have we have transitional homes and programs for returning citizens, those who are just released from the prison system. We have all types of, oh my goodness, we have all types of programs for all types of entities, things that we know firsthand from lived experience, and things that we have, that we have are certified in handling, and things like that. Addiction, all of that. I'm telling you all, we have you covered. So tap into what it is that we have to offer, connect with us. If you have a resource that we can utilize and you're willing to lend to our organization and we can combine, that would be amazing. So reach out to us so that we can get the work done. Okay. You all listen, we are back here on Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And as always, you all, I love you. I mean it. There's absolutely positively nothing you can do about it. Don't you even try it. We will be back here Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here at Divine Femininity United. Peace.